get a red pin.
Yeah, this is all good for us, just a difference.
Yeah, for sure. Did you get a picture?
Sharon is. And then she's downloading all these pictures on the drawing. What we'll do is I'll just make a book. The stations. With visuals.
All right, so now that they have this, then we're gonna walk over here. And we're gonna get two. So you can tell, this is the outside of the leg. This goes on the inside. This is the
Yes, 'cause the
easiest
middle-
one to
yeah.
show. You're gonna see hinges here on each end. And then we have to get the head and the footboard. So those are over here. So you have one on each end, rounded end,
Oh,
because that's gonna go on the top. So the rounded end goes on top
You
because,
got it right.
yep.
Okay.
All right, so then what happens is, we're not done. You have to get one of these, it's a set. These are the two ends, and here's their instructions. So that tells the person who gets it how to put it together.
That's another job.
Yep,
Wrapping those.
Wrapping those.
Debbie knows. And then one of these, so we put those and this in the middle. Then we just tap them.
Okay.
Okay, now you're ready to put it back together.
All right. Wow.
Now-
Okay.
All right,
So go ahead on that end, and over this red pin side. You have a red pin in that corner, one here. This is a temporary pin. So we line it up and slide it in, but it's temporary, so we don't need it to go in all the way.
doesn't have to go all the way. Okay.
So this table is just called, we control, make sure it all fits and it works.
Yep. Now you're gonna put it, and then we put the back pin. So you see how they're not lined up? There you go.
Yes.
Yep, you got it. That's where your hammer comes in. Now try and see if you can, now use your hammer to hammer it down. So it's all the way down. So get it. So you just don't want it standing up there. All right?
Yeah, that one should go in a little bit more.
Go down a
Pretty
little.
much.
It's over, well, from our end. it's- Yeah,
There. Now it's in.
yeah.
Okay,
So now you're
once
gonna
we have
each
it,
go on one end here,
take your center board.
take the center board,
Okay.
and find the hole inside with the
So
hole,
it's on here.
and make sure it goes on. This is just quality control. Because if you can get it on, then they can. Sometimes you gotta jiggle.
Get yours on first.
Okay.
Under there.
Sometimes this is the biggest one.
Yeah.
Okay, so here, when they put the bed together, they're at home, these are gonna go at the one end and the other board at the other end. Okay,
So they'll just.
then on top
sit
of
here.
these, go forward these boards.
And that's what the mattress will sit on.
That sits on it, then the mattress goes on top.
Okay,
Instead of a, box spring.
Yes.
we use this.
And that's called OSB.
Okay.
So if you ever hear someone talk about OSB, that's what that is.
So now that we know that,
So take that. Alright, so now you're gonna take the red pin out. So watch what happens. Now, this side fits in here. So
Aw.
see how it fits a little lower than the leg?
yes.
We just lift,
Okay.
and you lift it up. Some of them are overworked. Alright,
So I'm gonna do a little, like, smidgen of this.
oh, here it goes. Alright. Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
And if you can grab that end and grab it over.
And then we're gonna move this end over. So now what happens, each one takes one, it doesn't matter which side this goes on. These are interchangeable. You're gonna sit on the leg here. And then we make sure that they're tight. And then you shrink that. Oh, wait. See this empty hole?
Oh,
Take that pin,
almost forgot, okay.
put it in there, make sure it's out, and then take a piece of tape about 1 inch by 1 inch
And tape it down.
and tape it down. so that when they get delivered, they don't fall out.
Just
right
on top, okay.
Yeah, we wanna stick it not to the wood because the wood has a tendency to have the dusty stuff and it comes off. So we stick it to the metal.
Oh,
Just try to stick it over the hinge and then to the metal.
over the river, through the woods.
Nothing fancy, just
Yeah, nothing fancy.
nothing fancy about us.
No. All right, then take the shrink wrap and you're gonna put it on so it's tight. You just wanna hold this as tight as you can. And that's the job that if you have two people, sometimes one can hold and one can. Cause that gets tricky when you first start doing it yourself.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be pretty.
It'll work good at the end of the day when they build the bed that,
Yep.
you know.
That's it?
4 of them.
Oh, we don't do the whole thing?
No,
No,
just go around it a couple
to
times.
hold it together.